right, hello everybody. This is Shake and Bake. I hope everybody is having a good time out there in the world, wherever you're at. It's been a while since I've done a video, and it's two reasons. One is just been working a lot. It's spring, summer, doing yard projects, all those things, building fences and whatever. Built a garden, put a garden. It was awesome. So that means less time for gaming, obviously, and that's important sometimes to take a break. The other is just I haven't had too much I think I wanted to cover. I got to be inspired to want to make a video. So, but this video, here's another one of my stories, and I'll put the link below to my other stories, the playlist. But this is I'd say it's kind of funny, but also I'd say there's a life lesson involved in this story that has stuck in my mind since it happened, and has been reaffirmed later in life through other events. And I'm going to share this somewhat humorous story, but also a life story, an opportunity to learn something. And some of you may have experienced this, some of you maybe not yet, maybe you don't agree with it. But it's my story, so I get to tell how it went. Okay, so let's set the stage. Now, this is over in Germany. I lived in Frankfurt, Germany. Dad was in the military. And I played sports, high football, baseball, basketball growing up. I loved to play sports. And then I started to get into biking. Biking's big in Europe. So I got me a road bike. And I was doing a lot of road biking, through the farmlands. It was beautiful, Did a couple... I wouldn't even call them races, but formal events you can get into, and that riding bikes is carried over, in the later years. Did a couple of these, again, sponsored events before. It's a lot of fun. Haven't ridden in a while though, but I need to get back on it. Definitely riding a lot slower than I used to. So what happens is, I think I'm probably 17 maybe, and my brother was riding too. Now I haven't talked much about my brother, but there's this friendly rivalry between my brother and I, like any brothers, right? And so he started riding too. He was trying to lose some weight, so he's riding, and we decided one day we're going to go out for a ride together, right? Through the farm fields, bonding, brotherly love, bonding. Now, so let's talk about this. Now, this is kind of the message here, or the lesson learned is about gear. You know the guy, gearheads. They got to have the right shoes, socks, equipment, all of that stuff's so important to them. And so, we're biking. We got the road bikes, Tour de France. We got the shorts, the tight shorts, the pad, in your butt. You got the biking shoes, the jersey. I mean, we're looking cool. Got the gloves on. And so out we head for this ride. And we're out in the countryside, farmlands, little European German villages. This is beautiful, out of a postcard, right? And we're going. And we're taking turns drafting on each other, and we're moving pretty good. We thought we were pretty good. We're going. And, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, that Lance wasn't around back then, but I'm thinking like Tour de France. Like you start to think you're looking really good when you really aren't. So we're going, huffing and puffing, and we're between two German villages. The next village is a couple miles up the road, farmland. And all of a sudden, I'm in the back. I hear something behind me, and I think, what is that? I hear like a clicking noise, or, like a little, and I look back. There's a biker. I didn't even hear him coming. There's a biker behind us. Now, you're thinking another Tour de France kind of guy, the road bike, and all. No. It was an old German dude. I swear, he must have been at least in his 50s, at least, maybe even older, 60s maybe. Old dude, right? Now, we're on these, 20-pound, 15 light road bikes, skinny tires. He's on this World War II flat black, one-speed, 80-pound bike, solid steel. I mean, this thing looked like it had been left in a farm field somewhere. Old thing, right? Making all kinds of noises. He's in I wouldn't even call it a suit, but kind of looked like that. He's kind of like some black pants, kind of a black suit jacket almost, blazer kind of thing, regular little shirt, and a hat like this. I wore this hat because he had a hat like this, a farmer hat, or kind of European looking thing, and black shoes on, no fancy pedals, nothing. And he's sitting straight up, pedaling behind us. He's not tucked or nothing. And he smiles and says, "Guten Tag." So Guten Tag, we're going. Now I'm thinking, this is weird. He's right behind us. So I whisper up to my brother, "Hey, pick it up. We're gonna leave this old dude in the dust." So we pick it up a notch, we throw it up a gear, and we're moving. Now we're pumping now, right? And we do this for just a quarter of a mile. Thinking he's gone, right? I look back. Guess who's still there? Farmer John. Farmer Gunther. He is still sitting straight up. And he's not even breathing. I don't think he's breaking a sweat on this 50-pound bike, one gear, suit on, no aerodynamics, nothing. And he's just pedaling away, smiling. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. What? So I think something's not right here. Either we're going really slow or that guy is in disguise and he's a professional road bike racer. I don't know. Didn't look like it, though. You got to remember, he's like in his 60s. Old dude. Old. So I said, "Hey," and my brother says, "Well," now this is, my brother. "Well, I could go faster. Can you?" Now this pissed me off. I can go. So I gotta man up. So I take the front, and I'm pumping. My head's down. My legs are going, and I'm huffing and puffing. Almost a sprint. And my brother's still behind me. I look back at him, and to my horror, guess who's still back there? And I'm talking, we're doing at least 30, 35 miles. We're smoking. I look back, that dude is still there, straight up, one gear. I don't think he was sweating. He smiles at me almost like giving it to me like, "You Americans," or just a nice guy. He was smiling. So finally, this goes on for another mile or two. And him and I are taking turns. The guy is not even budging. Nothing. There's not a crack in the armor, anything. And as we start to near the next German village, I'm sweating like a pig. I can barely breathe. And finally, we got to move over. He passes us. And waves, "Guten Tag," and keeps on going. That is stuck in my head my whole life. A lesson to be learned that gear doesn't make the athlete. That's what I learned that day. All of that stuff we had on, that guy had been probably riding that old German bike for the last 20, 30, 40 years, who knows how long, on that same route. Much more than we had. Could you imagine what he could have done on those little light bikes? And again, it's not a hilarious story, but it was so profound that the rest of my life, to this day, I say to my kids, the gear doesn't make the person/athlete. And it seems like nowadays, that's what it's all about. You go to a baseball, you got the socks, the this, the that, you got to look a certain way, and half of them still suck. But they look good. Same with golf. All right. Okay, short story. Probably not the most funny, but it was amazing. This dude back there, this German Gunther, who kicked our butts and little did he know, left this profound impact on Bobby, a.k.a. Shake and Bake's life. He didn't even know that probably. He just went on to into the village, probably had a German beer and a bratwurst, currywurst, who knows? But wherever you're at out there, he's probably passed away by now. But, hey, man, thank you. And I would encourage you, especially you young guys that maybe follow my channel, is to look for those opportunities where that may be profound like that and file that one away in your memory and share that as you get older as well, because it ain't about the gear, my friends. Cheers, peace, guys. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing my vids. And I'll try to get a gaming video out soon, but like I said, I've been so busy. I'll try to get something out, though. Again, thanks a lot, guys, and have a great day, great week. Cheers, peace.